approves 1 trillion naira takeoff capital for CBN-led infrastructure company. Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Uyo Zone secures 42 convictions in 2021. Plus, correspondent on special assignments examines the impact of self-medication amidst COVID-19 pandemic. Details and more shortly. A very good evening to you and thank you for joining us on the news. I am Justina Etam. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the establishment of a public-private partnership with infrastructure company named InfraCo with an initial seed capital of 1 trillion naira. It is envisaged that over time, the entity will grow to 15 trillion naira in assets and capital. According to the report, the InfraCo will be one of the premier infrastructure finance entities in Africa and will be wholly dedicated to Nigeria's infrastructure development. The entity has been developed with concept designs from the National Economic Council and the Central Bank of Nigeria. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is to chair a steering committee tasked with setting up of the company, while the board of the InfraCo will be chaired by the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele. The board will also include Managing Director of the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, President of the Africa Finance Corporation, as well as representatives of the Nigerian Governors Forum and the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, with 3 independent directors from the private sector. Lifting Nigerians out of poverty through agriculture is one of the cardinal objectives of President Muhammadu Buhari, and the Ikot Akwa Umo Edem community in Cross River State is one of the beneficiaries of the Rural Roads Development Project of the government. Achibong Basi reports that a project driven by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development is expected to improve the lives of the people.
These 2 kilometers alphated road in Ikot Akwa Umoidem, Akpabuyu local government area of Cross River State is constructed by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. It is intended to link rural areas to major urban road for the evacuation of farm produce to the market while ensuring food sufficiency in the country. Some members of the community are thankful to the federal government for the constructed road, which they believe will bring development to the area.
We are going to protect it, the youth and all the leaders.
We are going to meet in the council and then decide on which area we're going to make sure that those things are not vandalized.
Zonal Director, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development for the South-South Zone, Mr. Michael Brooks, appealed to youths in the area to jealously guard the facility and use it to enhance the development of the community.
It's provided for this rural community to boost food production.
The Ikot Akwa Umoidem community is blessed with enormous agricultural potential, which, if properly harnessed, can boost the nation's economy. In Calabar, Achibong Basi, NTA News.
The Nigerian Army 13th Brigade has handed over 24 females, 11 children as trafficked victims and 2 suspected traffickers to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons in Calabar. Achibong Basi again reports that the breakthrough occurred when the Operation Akbaku, the Cross River State-owned security outfit, destroyed a suspected baby factory at the Anantaga area of Calabar South local government area of the state.
These teenage pregnant girls seem to share similar stories of being introduced to the baby factory by friends with the promise by the perpetrators to be well catered for. You don't know the place they took you to?
Yes. How did very one week that I came to that place.
How did you get to that place?
It's my friend that brings me.
The suspects are a husband and wife who allegedly operates the baby factory, denies their involvement in the cartel.
All of them don't know me.
You can find out from them.
Well, handing over the suspects and the rescued traffic persons to NAPTIC on behalf of the brigade commander, the officer commanding 13 Brigade Provost, Major Stanley Ikpeme, says the Nigerian Army will not relent in ensuring that peace that Cross River State is known for is restored. Head of Operations NAPTIP, Oba Jacob, assures that the suspects will be properly investigated and prosecuted.
That the victims will be taken care of at the shelter, where the suspect will be properly prosecuted.
Oba Jacob is also urging Nigerians to collaborate with the agency in tackling issues of human trafficking and migrants in the country. In Calabar, Achibom Basi, NTA News.
Ignorance or greed are the major reasons most people fall prey to fraudsters who often present glittering opportunities to their targets but end up drying their resources. EFCC Zonal Head Ede Uchenna, who gave this insight while speaking on the experiences of the year 2020 and prospects for the year, noted that the zone secured a total of 42 convictions in 2020, while many cases of money laundering and other related offences are undergoing trials in court. Kelvin Samuel reports.
Despite the many challenges associated with the year 2020, which many believe gave rise to increased violence and criminalities, the various security agencies have continued to do their best in ensuring law and order. This is evident in the achievement of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) Uyo Zone, which has led to the reduction in public sector corruption, bank fraud, cyber crimes, money laundering, real estate fraud, oil theft, among other forms of financial crimes in the zone. A feat the zonal head say wouldn't have been possible without the help of individuals and corporate bodies who regularly furnish them with useful information.
The resolve in the fight against cybercrime offenses has led to the investigation, arrest, and prosecution of many of these internet fraudsters, also called Yahoo boys.
He encouraged the people to be safety conscious and be mindful of the kind of investment they enter into, especially in this digital age, as the agency will continue to do its best by ensuring that perpetrators of financial crimes are brought to book.
Can you believe me that most fraudsters now go to source this NIMC number from individual persons to use it to link to numbers that they already have in mind to be using for fraudulent activities. And what does that mean? What it means is that if a number is linked to your NIMC number and that same number is used to commit fraud, when you are looking for the principal suspect, what that number will lead you to is to an ignorant person who never knew that the number was used for any of such.
While warning criminals to turn a new leaf and seek legitimate means of livelihood, he advised members of the public to be mindful when sharing sensitive information with others, especially online, as this has implicated a number of persons, while many others lost huge amount of money to fraudsters by so doing.
A lot of families fall victim. It leads to even their death. Because if you know what money you are supposed to use to go and pay for your medication is defrauded by a fraudster, the next thing you hear that the person, plus the frustration that the person is dead.
In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Tanko Muhammad, has rated high the performance of women judges in Nigeria in the discharge of their judicial functions. The CJN made the assessment when he declared open the biennial conference of the Association of Women Judges in Nigeria, with a charge on them to improve on their performance. The outgoing president of the association and Justice of the Supreme Court, Mary Peter Odili, listed the challenges faced by women judges in the past 1 year, especially from the effects of COVID-19, which she said hampered some of their international conference that could have improved their skills. Let's take a quick break for now. We'll be back shortly. Please stay with us.
Una no vex. Una never hear of coronavirus. Prevention is better pass cure. See this thing. Hand sanitizer. Now one way to take prevent coronavirus with that. See, another one we say we go wash our hands clean with soap and with water. Another one we say when we want sneeze, we want cough. Oh yeah, may we dab together. Correct people. If you see say you get symptom of fever or difficulty in breathing, I beg, make you day your day, make you sit down. Nigeria, our culture they promote cleanliness. Let the celebration continue.
This message is from NTA and NCAC.
Members of the public with any complaint concerning any of our programs should forward their complaints to the Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 9 Murtala Mohammed Iwi Calabar. Phone numbers 0906 198 3183, 0906 883 6550. Email address ntacalabar@nca.gov.ng or to the National Broadcasting Commission NBC, plus 32 Parliamentary Housing Estate, Second Gate behind Zanzibar Hotel, Calabar. Telephone number 0818 445 9924. Email address nbccalabar@yahoo.com. Signed, Management of the National Broadcasting Commission.
Glad to know you're still watching. And moving on to COVID-19, Nigeria has recorded 938 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 as at 11th of February 2021. Figures released by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control shows that Lagos has the highest number of 123, Plateau has 921, Benue 63, Katsina 53, Oyo 50, Osun 45, Kaduna 43, Edo 33, Ogun 31, and Ebonyi 31. Others are Akwa Ibom, which recorded 30, Kano 26, Gombe 18, Bauchi 16, Delta 12, Imo 11, Cross River States 10, Rivers 10, and Niger 5. The total number of confirmed cases so far are 143,516. And still on COVID-19, with the emergence of the COVID-19 disease, which has no definite treatment or cure, the social media has been awash with what could be termed as the do-it-yourself tips, including suggestions of medications believed to cure, treat, or prevent the viral disease. This development, no doubt, has led to increase in self-medication, which over time has become a source of concern in developed and developing countries like Nigeria. In this special report, correspondent takes a look at self-medication amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Self-medication, defined by the World Health Organization as the selection and utilization of medicines to treat self-recognized symptoms or ailments without consulting a physician, is a common practice that many, irrespective of class or social status, indulge in. But what are the reasons behind self-medication?
Most persons prefer spending less than going for tests or at the hospital or doing other stuff.
It's economical. 2, I may not have that full time to go for tests and all that, or to be able to foot the bill in the hospital.
In the case of COVID-19, the fear of stigmatization or isolation from loved ones may result in individuals seeking suggestions of self-medication from friends, family members, pharmacists, and social media, where home remedies, herbal medicines, and some antibiotics are advertised as curative, preventive, and treatment of the viral disease without recourse to their efficacy or danger.
Some symptoms is a harbinger of some other illnesses which you yourself cannot diagnose. So the best thing is that why not approach a medical personnel?
In a health crisis such as the COVID-19, what should be done to prevent the aggravation of the disease?
Please, if you have symptoms or signs that are suggestive of COVID-19, immediately go for testing. The testing is free. You can call the disease surveillance and notification officer who is closest to you. He will take your samples, get you tested. If you're positive, you just need to go to the isolation center.
Health experts are advocating intensive education of the public on the adverse effects of irrational drug use as one of the ways to effectively manage the COVID-19 pandemic. The act of female genital mutilation has been described as a violation of the human rights of women and girls and a barbaric act that should be abolished in the 21st century. Health experts who stated this also highlighted the numerous dangers of this act. Ifeoma Aikuche has details.
Female genital mutilation, otherwise known as FGM, being the partial or total removal of the female external genitalia or other injury to the female genital organs for non-medical reasons, according to the World Health Organization, is a violation of the human rights of girls and women. Although this act, which has been on for ages, is said to be grossly underreported, the World Health Organization records that more than 200 million girls and women alive today have been caught in 30 countries in Africa, the Middle East and Asia, where FGM is mostly practiced.
Female genital mutilation is a serious public health problem. And in as much as it's not being talked about so much these days, it does exist. People still practice.
While female genital mutilation adds no value to health, experts in obstetrics and gynecology lament the immediate and long-term challenges this act poses to the girls and women.
In the immediate term, you may have bleeding because they are cutting or piercing something. You may have infections. When the wound heals, you may have keloids, difficulty in passing urine, urinary tract infection, other issues that may come up.
She doesn't enjoy sexual pleasure when she has her female genitals mutilated, and there's the problem of pregnancy, the complications during pregnancy, even the problem of the infection after the...
With the theme, No Time for Global Inaction, unite, fund and act to end FGM to nip this ill against women in the bud.
And on sports updates, two Nigerian club sides go head-to-head in CAF Confederation Cup Aba.
Welcome to Sports Update. We begin with golf, where 64 senior amateur players are set to vie for honors at the Maiden Golf Sixes Nigeria 2021 tournament, which tees off on Saturday at the TYB International Golf Resort and Country Club in Abuja.
It's a match play, alternate shots, green sum format. It's not common, it's new. So that's going to be introduced, and they will experience it, and I'm sure they will like the format and enjoy the game.
Away from golf now, continental football returns on the NTA Live this Sunday with the CAF Confederation Cup tie between two-time winners Enyimba International and neighbors Rivers United in the first leg, second round preliminary match in Aba. Both Nigerian clubs are meeting for the first time on this stage. Staying with football, action continues in the Premier League this weekend with Crystal Palace welcoming Burnley at the Selhurst Park. The match will be live on NTA at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Other fixtures will see Manchester City up against Tottenham with Jose Mourinho's pride at stake yet again. Arsenal play Leeds United on Sunday, while Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea's manager, hopes to extend his winning run against Newcastle on Monday. Finally, Bayern Munich are still celebrating their 6th trophy in 9 months after winning the Club World Cup in Qatar on Thursday to complete a clean sweep of trophies after a treble last season. This is the 8th year in a row that a European club has won the FIFA Club World Cup. And that's Sports Update. I am Tamara Ebiwe.
And finally, a recap of the top stories. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved 1 trillion naira takeoff capital for CBN-led infrastructure company. Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC Uyo Zone has secured 42 convictions in 2020. You also heard in the news that correspondents on special assignment has examined the impact of self-medication amidst the COVID-19. And that's it on the news. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful time.